All right. Let's see. Are we good?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, I recall last week we were having a chat, and you were talking about your one and done, and you did not pick Sam Burns like you said you were going to.
No, I didn't. My exact words to you were, when we got on the phone like Monday morning, it's like, I'm taking Sam Burns this week. And you're like, oh, okay, pick him. Yeah, have him. And then it comes to showtime. I think I'm going to take Sungjae.
So the one mistake I made was not paying enough attention to you and realizing I needed to pick Sam Burns.
Exactly.
I don't know what happened there. I think I did just edge you out though with Mito Pereira. I think he was 30th and Sungjae came in at 31st. So looks like once again, back in the lead.
Back in the winner's box. You'll never catch me now, Dan.
You'll never catch me now. I'm off to a running start. By the way, we will be sipping on a barrel pick from our friends at Rochester, New York Elite Barrel Pickers Club. I may have gotten it right this time. I may have not.
Nice.
And by the way, so Traverse City Whiskey Company, they also sent us over a little media sample. So we'll be looking forward to. They got a cool little cherry pie sticker on the back of that one too, all tatered up for us. But
nice.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to having the folks from Traverse City on the show in the near future and sampling with them. They sent over a nice gin too. I haven't whipped up a Negroni with that yet, but looking forward to it. Got to do it before you get over here and drink all my booze. That's what I got to do. Let's see. So what about the weekend? Did you get out on the links any?
Not this weekend. No.
Did
you?
Not this week. I did. We played a new game. I'd never heard this before. So we just had a threesome and we played up at Berkeley Hills Country Club with a couple of friends of the show. And we played a game and it was called nines. So basically there's 9 points per hole. And depending on where you finish, right? If you win the hole second or third, then you get some points and you do a little total tally. Talk about a friggin' nail biter, man. Came down to the 18th hole. And I'll be damn if I didn't lose by 1 point. God, nice. I got to work on. I've got to get a hold of Patrick. That short game. And I get up there. I hit just what I thought was an absolutely perfect pitching wedge, about 138 yards uphill. So it's probably playing, low 140s. And I don't know, I must have been feeling myself a little too many Brooksies out there in the day.
Oh, too many Brooksies.
Too many Brooksies. And we'd had some rain here in the Atlanta area. So the greens had been relatively receptive, but I landed it a couple feet past the pin, ran off into the rough, and then I'd be damn, I get up there and I chunk a friggin' chip shot. I was just trying to bump it, because it's a little downhill. So I chunked that shot and it cost me a few dynamite sticks, as Dynamite would say.
Ooh.
But nevertheless, I've requested a rematch this coming weekend. So we'll see if the champ can put the belt back on. We'll see where we can go from here.
There you go. Dynamite. That was a fun show. I like Dynamite.
That was a fun show. Yeah, I've been following him. I did win a little bit of scratch off a couple of his recommendations. And speaking of winning, my DraftKings lineups were shit this weekend. I can tell. I mean, they were what did I have? I think I had 6 lineups in, and I had no lineups. I had no lineups that got all 6 players through. I don't know. Did you get 6 through in any? No.
I think I had like four and a couple of them, but it was rough. It was a rough week for DK for sure. Yeah.
It was rough for me. A lot of folks out there that I didn't expect to miss the cut that did. Who's Zach Johnson, Seamus Power, Keegan Bradley. Thanks, Keegan. Appreciate that, buddy.
Yep.
Sergio Garcia. I kind of expected that to happen. I figured he was going to be tired coming in off the Ryder Cup. So, but yeah, lots of Ches Reavy, I was a little surprised about. Sneds missed it. Come on, Sneds. Vanderwalt. I mean, pretty much everybody I talked about on last week's show. Scott. Yeah. So
for a tip for this week, if we don't talk about them, the show, pick them.
Bet them. Just bet your ass off. Now, on a positive note, I did put some money down on Sam Burns for the win. So I did come out ahead on that one. So that was that was a positive, a little fortuitous look from me, if I don't say so myself. But yeah, so Sam Burns getting it done at Sanderson Farms, looking pretty good. I love that trophy, man.
That's a great trophy.
That's got to be one of the coolest trophies out there with the the cock, the fighting cock on there. That's such a good trophy. But Sam Burns shoots 68, 66, 65, 67. And I mean, he looked pretty good the entire tournament. I mean, not much there that to be worried about. I guess you think he's a little bitter? I think he's bitter.
Sam Burns?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
He got the same 500 points that everybody else is going to get in whatever tournament they win. So here you go, Sam Burns. But no, I'm thinking back, from the snub at the Ryder Cup. You think he went out there with a statement?
I think he definitely went out there with a statement. This is the second win in how many months? So I mean, he's definitely like making a name for himself on tour. He wants to be on that President's Cup, that's for sure. And crushed the ball this week. So he was first in the field, shots gained total, first in the field, tee to green, off the tee, second on approach, 34th around the green, and 57th around putting. So putter wasn't that great this week, but overall, just fantastic performance.
Yeah, absolutely. And he gets to hoist that trophy, man. I love that. Got to get one of those Christmases coming up, so just in case you're wondering what to get me for Christmas.
Stofers. Sanderson Farms. Here we go.
Exactly. Hey, and I don't want that vegetarian shit either. I want meat in my lasagna. Okay?
Oh boy.
Meat in the lasagna.
Oh boy.
Meat in the lasagna. Just saying. Yeah. So all in all, good, fun tournament. I didn't catch it all, but I bits and pieces here and there. So enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bryson.
I thought Sahith was going to make a run for it, man.
I did too. Where did he? He
finished 8th. Yeah.
He finished 8th. Yeah. Shot a 71 on opening 64, pair of 67s, and then a closing 71. Kind of nail in the coffin for him there. Henrik Norlander fired a 64 on Sunday for a T4. Nick Watney, where have you been lately? Good Lord, where did he come from, man? I guess he's kind of got some stuff together there. So comes in and shoots a 65, bookends 65s for the tournament. So good to see Nick back in action out there. HV3 played, got a pair of 67s and a 65. Yeah. So more to come from him. Will Zalatoris, T14. I mean, nobody's knocking a T14. I did expect a little more out of him. You could definitely see out there on Saturday the frustration that was looming. I think he shot a tournament low after shooting a tournament low 61 on Friday. So definitely did not rebound well from that showing. But
another nice one to see some good form is Matthew Wolff. We were wondering how he was going to do, and man, he looked good last week.
Ooh, speaking of Matthew Wolff, I may be segueing into my one and done for the week. Go ahead and put that guy to bed. That way I can move on and don't have to worry about him for the rest of the year. I don't know. I may mix it up a little. Lots of the field looks pretty hot this week, man.
Yeah.
Lots of names that we're going to see, and a lot of them for the first time in several weeks. So something to be said there probably. But yeah, good to see Matt Wolff out there at T17. So let's see. Hold on. Before we get into, I'm going to go there if you're done on Sanderson. So Bryson DeChambeau kind of shows up, and I would say a solid performance at the Long Drive Championship. I think he made it to the final 8, I believe. And, it was, who was I listening to? Probably the guys off the first cut. They were talking about kind of some strengths and, what makes him, why is Bryson, why did he make it so far? How did he make it so far? And they were talking a lot about his accuracy, which, you think about the tour and you don't really talk about his, you don't think about Bryson as being necessarily accurate, right? From off the tee. but compared to the long drive hitters, I guess he's recording more measurable shots at the long drive than a lot of those folks are. So good to see, man. I guess in some of the clips that I saw of him, looked like he was having a good time, kind of promoting the event and the players there, and lining up, taking pictures. Reminded me of you out on the course, Dan.
Yeah, that fame thing goes a long way, but I want to see the seniors tour do a long drive, get Phil out there with his bombs.
Ooh, that's a good one. He'll get his blue blockers on, get his jogging pants out there. I mean, he might bring some life.
Versus Daly with his, get Daly versus Phil. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, don't burn your fingers on that cigarette. But all in all, good. I mean, I don't know. Is it ever going to get any traction and be something? I mean, obviously that's why Bryson's over there. I don't know. I'd like to see what that check was for him to come and play, to participate in that event, because I'm sure it was, it's a clickbait, right? Bryson,
obviously bigger than the Shriners, since he didn't stay in Vegas.
I think we're in Vegas for 2 weeks, right? We got the Shriners, and then we got the CJ, and he's like,
set up camp.
Get me the hell out of here. He's got to be tired though, right? Just coming off of the FedEx Cup, and then the Ryder Cup, and now the long drive. It's I'm sure he's tired, because I think he was working out the whole time during all the events, and getting ready for the long drive. So what Kyle, I always forget his last name. Hirschberg. Berkshire. Yeah. Kyle Berkshire actually won that. I think, which was the gentleman that Bryson was kind of training with through this whole thing. So no surprises there that he pulls it off. I guess that's the oh, by the way, did you see that belt they got?
Definitely up Phil's alley, man.
Oh yeah,
definitely up Phil's alley.
I could see him rocking that belt, pulling up to the course, showing it off.
Isn't that the guy that won the longest drive? Isn't the guy that won the longest drive?
What's that belt for? Oh, it's the long drive championship. Exactly. What else is happening in the JT? Did you see JT and Jimmy Johnson parted ways?
Yeah, there's one more too, I think, right? Yeah, somebody else. Bubba.
Well,
Bubba.
And Bubba. Yeah, I didn't see who Bubba picked up, but JT has bones on the bag. Is this something that we should have saw coming? Because didn't he? Which major was it? Was it the U.S. Open?
I think it was the WGC he won.
Maybe it was.
In FedEx.
Maybe it was.
And a couple other ones.
Yeah, because Jimmy Johnson had some, I think he had some health issues, and he was kind of getting checked out or taking a break, what have you. And Bones was on the bag, and you could kind of see some chemistry going on between those two. I think you could, if you had to take players and say, hey, who's most like Phil out on the course, I could definitely see JT. I mean, especially like in the matches and what, he's pretty chatty, and he's kind of needling people and going on. So I could see that sparking a little bit of life back in Bones, and thinking, hey, I'm back with, Phil in his prime in the heyday. And, pretty interesting. I think that's a hell of a duo right there, man, especially when you get to some of these courses where, JT is familiar. Yes. And Jimmy Johnson. Yes. But think about the success that Phil and Bones have had at the Masters, right? I mean, I think that starts to think about, when they go to the Open Championship. I mean, some of those things I think is going to be a shoe in, and think about as we get to some of the other, some of the familiar major tracks where, Phil's had a lot of success with Bones on the bag. I think that experience is going to pay dividends. I think a really, really, really smart move on JT's part. Bones, he said, hey man, I like working, I like the whole broadcasting gig, but it's JT, right? So still plenty of gas in the tank there, plenty of wins to be had, potentially majors, still competitive. So
give JT the mic.
Exactly. Exactly. So Yeah. So, I don't know. It's going to be, I think that's going to be a fun pair to watch, man, out on the course. So I think that's going to be another, I'm surprised we haven't really heard a lot more about that. It's been pretty quiet. I mean, there were a couple of posts over the weekend, but I mean, generally speaking, that's been pretty low key as far as what's going on. We got to see if we can get Bones on the show to talk about this decision he made.
That'd be cool. I'd like to hear that. Yeah. I think it's a great move for JT as well. And, his form last year, it wasn't a great year for him. I think we can all say that, right? But great player. I think Bones is going to add a lot to the majors for him, and just that knowledge, like you said. And I'm looking forward to it.
You think Bones is embargoed Ricky Fowler?
Absolutely.
No more spring break week, boys. I'm getting older over here.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it should be fun.
It should be fun. That is.
And then Bubba. I didn't see that one coming. Did you see that one coming?
I did not. However, we were talking about it when we were playing on Sunday, and one of the guys mentioned, they're like, I thought Bubba tried to retire like a couple of years ago. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, the wife probably said, hey, get your ass out there and earn that money.
Exactly.
And no, sir. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe it's a midlife crisis. You'd think he's probably a little too young to go through that, but he's had a big change in sponsors, going over to Link Soul, ditching the Callaway goods. So I don't know what that means for Callaway. Didn't look much into that, but is Callaway getting out of the apparel business maybe and kind of refocusing back on more of the equipment side? I don't know, but yeah, he's looking. He's kind of got a little snappier wardrobe these days, kind of more hip and in the know. Parted ways again. It would look positive, right, from the statements that they made about him separating from his longtime caddy. So maybe more of that to come, right? I mean, we've got a lot of folks that we're kind of watching.
It's that time of year, right, where they're gonna make a change. They're gonna make it here going into the fall. Yeah.
Free some people up, and respectfully, right? I mean, if somebody's not done yet and they want to get on another bag and looking for some stuff to, looking for another player. I mean, I guess it gives them some time to do that, make some adjustments, and
maybe Bubba picked up one of the caddies from the Solheim Cup.
Oh, next thing you know, Bubba's going to be caddying on the Solheim Cup.
Just kidding. We're kidding.
We'll see where that goes. What else is going on in the world of golf? Did we miss anything? I don't know if we did or we didn't.
I don't think so.
Not the world of golf, but in the world of bourbon, it is bourbon season. So for all you hunters and gatherers out there, I know most of the releases I think happened in September, but I'm sure there's plenty of bottles still floating around. So the Buffalo Trace Antiques of the BTAC stuff and Old Forester birthday bourbon, plenty of those things that just went out for their annual fall releases. So sure they'll have plenty of cases of Wheatley vodka for you to buy, so you can buy one friggin' bottle of overpriced bourbon. I'll not be going. I'll not be camping out. I will not be waiting in a line, and I will not be paying secondary. I'll be shopping with folks that are doing these fantastic barrel picks.
There you go.
Just as unique and equally as good, in my opinion. But hey, taste for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking ahead in terms of in Vegas, which players are going to be most distracted out there.
Oh, what do you think the casino of choice is?
Where are they going to stay?
Well, I'm saying not where they're going to stay. I'm saying where are they going to spend most of their time. I'm thinking it's the Wynn adult pool.
Oh boy, maybe. Maybe
clothing optional.
Oh boy.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe that's not what's going to happen. But I could totally see that going down, man.
I remember last year I think I had Cantlay this week last year, and he did not do well at the Shriners.
Well, how do you think he's going to do with another? Well, he's not there, but I mean, maybe his therapist said, we suggest you not go to Vegas this year with an additional $15 million in your pocket that you can blow. Probably best if we hey, how do you feel about the Bahamas?
Yeah.
Let's get you.
Yeah. I think Brooks is going to be poolside somewhere. He loves that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I would absolutely expect that to be the case. So, Let's see. Before we get into golf, what else is happening? Oh, so my fantasy team. I don't even need the Monday night game. I've raked the floor. I guess you don't rake him. I guess you mop the floor with my opponent this week. So I just absolutely crushed him. We got to start a football. I mean, I'm like kicking ass in football. This golf thing, I can't even get 6 players to the weekend. So fantasy football looking good. Oh, my pick'em league. Oh, and I got taken to the woodshed on that one. Holy shit. I think I bet your Dolphins again for some unknown fucking reason.
Why would you do that?
For some unknown well, I'm like, well, you know what? I mean, they got to be due. They got to be due.
They don't.
They got to be due.
They've been due for 20 years.
Well, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that shit again. I learned my lesson. They burned me for the last time.
Take it from me. I watch the games. Don't take them anymore.
Yeah, that is not going to happen. No more of that garbage for me. Holy shit, did I get killed? I think I was in like 3rd place, and now I've dropped down to like, there's like, I don't know, 300 people or something. So I'm still in the 20s, but to go from 3rd to the 20s, it just goes to show I missed a lot of games. A lot of, I don't know if they were upsets, but a lot of nail biters. Did you see Brady last night? Good.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Yeah.
Holy shit, man. I thought they were going to go to New England and just absolutely annihilate them, especially after the loss last week. And that clearly didn't happen. Now it was raining like hell, but yeah, that didn't go. Good news is, I got that game right. So just didn't, luckily wide left. I guess he kind of shanked it into the goalpost, but
nice.
Either way, it was a miss.
Nice. It's been fun so far.
All right, Danny, Viva Las Vegas, baby. We're heading to the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. It's going to be played at TPC Summerlin. I think they've been playing there since the early 90s. Course is going to have some elevation, got some reachable par 5s. And there's one par 4 that comes in about 400 and 80, 90 yards. So I don't know why we're rating these things as long and short. I mean, everything is like 7,100 to 7,400. It's just that it's what you get. So par 71, 7,300 yards. So of note, we're playing on bent grass greens this week, even though the fairways and the rough are Bermuda. Larger than average screen size at 7,400 square feet. Water, not too much, just shy of 100 bunkers. So, I think it's going to be, I think it's whoever gets hot with the putter. And once again, we are at a birdie festival. So I guess it'll depend. I think the weather's going to be pretty temperate out there. If the wind kind of kicks up, they can wind up and who I think can't lay one here with like 9 under, I believe. But I think the weather was pretty rough for him. When Cantlay won the event, Kevin Na's a winner here. Furyk's a 2-time winner here. Martin Laird won here last year. So, it's again, ball striker's delight is kind of what I would say. I don't know that that the long ball is going to necessarily gain you anything too crazy here. But yeah, I think we're going to wind up with looking for ball strikers and who's hot with the putter. Again, a la Kevin Na, right? He just puts his way around the old golf course.
Yeah, he does.
And so we're back into, I would say, an elevated field. We're missing a few names off of here, but let's jump into the elite tier of golfers. It's this elite tier is kind of interesting. I think there's a few people in that $9,000 range. I'm kind of scratching my head and going like, why aren't they in the $10,000 range? But $10,000 and above, the lowest person at 10,100 being Willie Z, Webb Simpson, the Tequila Man, Javi, Sam Burns, most recent tour winner, and the man who doesn't want to win anything but a major, Brooks Koepka. Who you got in the 10, and that's at $11,100. And I think he's the betting favorite right now, coming off of what I would call a successful Ryder Cup event. I don't know who you like in the $10,000 range, Dan.
$10,000. Sam Burns. I don't know what to think about him this week coming off that win. That's going to be a little bit tough for him. I like Hovland, Ancer, and Willie Z.
Yeah, I mean the chances of him coming back and backing up the win with another win. I don't want to say none, but we typically don't see that on tour. However, heading over to fantasynational.com, looking at the past 24 rounds, my model ranks Sam Burns as the number one player in the field.
Yeah.
Again, Sanderson Farms was a win, Tour Championship T18, 8th at the BMW, T21 at Northern, and T2 at WGC St. Jude. I'm probably not going to go there. I can't argue with recent form and what the guy's doing. I mean, talk about ball striking his way around a golf course. He sure did that. But yeah, I'm probably going to look elsewhere. I'm moving on down. I don't think there's anybody there that I'm necessarily I wouldn't call anybody in that category a fade. The only person that I might call a fade would be Brooks Koepka. Well, we're in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
He did take a week off from the Ryder Cup, so I'm not necessarily concerned about him being tired. But think back 4 weeks ago in Atlanta when he withdrew from the Tour Championship because of a wrist injury. I don't know what that did to him. That was and he has had a lot of knee trouble over, historically speaking. And I was, going back to the Ryder Cup and I saw those guys kind of legging it up out there. I was thinking, holy shit, if Dan and I were out there, I wouldn't hear the end of this bitching. He'd be bitching the whole time about how long this course was and all these hills. So I don't know, I'm thinking from a Koepka standpoint, I'm probably fading him. I think it's a free trip to Vegas. I'm sure as he's headlining the event, it probably comes with a pretty nice hotel package, probably some free gambling dollars. And hey, I mean, get a couple of rounds in Thursday and Friday, and then go blow it up in Vegas for the weekend, and then rest up and get ready to play the CJ. That's
you think it's a practice round?
I think he's got two paid for practice rounds is what I think. This is a Brooks Koepka celebrity appearance at the Shriners Hospital Open. That's where I'm going, and therefore I'm going to spend my $11,100 somewhere else.
Okay, I agree. So I told you earlier today, we were talking offline. I said I'm not taking him here because it's in Vegas. We've seen that happen with these guys where they just don't really care as much, and Brooks always has the excuse of it's not a major. So I don't trust them to really care, especially coming off the Ryder Cup.
That's the thing. I think there are too many variables that create doubt, especially at $11,100. If he was cheaper, I think, hey, sure, go for it. But I think there's so much value through this lineup, through this field. I think that there's absolutely no reason that you need to go for. I need to go for Brooks Koepka here. You should probably bet him, Dan. That way he's guaranteed to miss the cut and have a fun weekend.
One thing I will tell you is that at least there won't be any tree roots. Hopefully any tree roots around there. It's a desert, right? For the most part.
Yeah. Cactus roots are pretty soft, I think.
I think so too.
Kind of pliable.
So keep that in mind. If he wins, Arizona, Vegas, those might be his little new places he wants to play a lot.
Very well could.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who do I
like that soft serve ice cream, Him and Matthew Wolf. Him and the Wolf.
Oh, the ice cream man. Who do I
but there is a lot of sand here, so maybe I should take back Viktor Hovland.
Ooh, you better that hobby play. Either that or needs to borrow Bucky's. Bucky's going to be here, by the way. You can borrow Bucky's glasses. I'm sure brings an extra pair.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Who I do like here, I do like Abraham Ancer here. I believe he was T. So, I would say a little bit of a questionable history at the course. 4 last year, missed a cut in 20. T4 19, missed the cut in 18. So if the trend continues, this is the year that he's going to miss the cut. However, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that earlier when I mentioned it's going to be a ball, whoever gets hot with the putter, because these are really large or above average size greens. I think that if Abe relies on his ball striking, I think that if he hits it close enough, the putter doesn't have to get that hot. So I like Abe Ancer here, and I like Webb Simpson here as well. Got a pretty solid track record at T13, T7, T15, T20, T31. We haven't seen Webber in a while, but yeah, I'm not necessarily concerned about that recent form. T30. Well, I say that, and he was T30. And well, not used to seeing Webb at T30, but T30 at Fortnite or Fortinet, depending on tomato. T12 at the BMW, T47 at the Northern Trust, T7 at the Wyndham, T15 at St. Jude. So, I mean, recent form pretty good, right? I mean, it's, you're definitely paying a premium there, but I figure this is the kind of golf course that he can probably get his way around.
Trending in the right direction for sure. Yes. Webb had a rough year last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Which if he's missing anything, I guess it's off the tee, but I mean, nothing horrible there. So, Willie Z again fired a 61 on Friday at Sanderson Farms. So, I don't know, man. You could definitely see the frustration with him on Saturday, even though he righted the ship, righted a 71, but T14, T11, T29. I think I'm leaning Abe Ancer and a bottle of tequila and Webb Simpson in the 10,000 plus range. Those are my go-to guys. Fading Brooks Koepka. The $9,000 range. I mean, are you surprised that Scotty Scheffler is $9,700 and Will Zalatoris is $10,100?
Yes.
That was a surprise for me. I mean, even Webb Simpson, with recent form of Scotty Scheffler, I'm surprised at Scotty. I'm surprised at Hideki. I'm surprised at Harry. I'm pretty much everybody down through there. We haven't seen Louis since the Tour Championship, obviously, but I'm pretty surprised about quite a few of those folks. Even Abe Ancer. I mean, I'm surprised Abe Ancer is priced higher than some of those guys coming into this thing. So,
yeah.
But nevertheless, I mean, I think you could
if I were to reshuffle, I'd be Webb goes down to like 9,500. Louis stays the same. Scheffler goes up to 10-2.
Yeah.
Switch Webb and Scotty Scheffler.
Totally agree. I mean, I think Viktor Hovland, man. I mean, look at what he did at the Ryder Cup, and
price pretty high though.
I'm saying, look at Harris English, and then look at Hovland from the Ryder Cup, and it kind of like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it is what it is. We don't set the price, we just pay it.
Because you think Hovland wasn't as good in the Ryder Cup?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Yep.
So in the $9,000 range, I think you could easily bypass the 10,000 and above range. I think you could start at the $9,000 range and line those guys up. Absolutely. I like Louis Oosthuizen here. I think this is a course that sets up really well for him. We haven't seen him since the Tour Championship, as mentioned earlier, but in T38, T17, T2, T3, I mean, he was on a friggin' tear over the kind of the late summer majors there. So
do you think Louis has an advantage over some of these other guys that took a couple of weeks off? Not the Ryder Cup guys, but some of these other guys like, Webb and Ancer and those guys, so the two guys, I guess, right? And Willie Z.
Harris.
Well, Willie Z played last week, but Lewis doesn't play as much as some of these other guys in terms of throughout the year, but he's always like can go out there and just do it like day one. Do you think that gives him an advantage this week, coming off of kind of a little bit of a break?
Maybe. I think that, yeah. I mean, so you name some of those guys, and there's probably 10 plus years, maybe 15 difference, and maybe 15 years age difference. So, yeah, I mean, I do think that it's. I think it gives him an advantage in the sense of he probably got to rest. I don't know what that means as far as I've never played anything competitively, even though the way I drink, sometimes I feel like it's a competition, but so I don't know. I mean, if you take a seasoned veteran like Louis, a journeyman like Louis Oosthuizen, and you give him some time off and you put him back out in the trenches. Well, you know, I don't know that Louis necessarily needs to find that drive. I think it's already there, right? I mean, it's there with the years of play and experience, et cetera. So in one sense, I think, yes, it does. However, I think that too, I mean, there's something to be said for kind of getting the reps in, you know, in competition that probably gets you somewhere that, you know, I don't know, can you just find that drive and can you just, you know, can you bottle it up and open it when you need to? Yeah. So I know that was a chicken shit answer of saying, I don't know, but yeah. And, you know, one thing we did.
I'm going to give you that chicken shit answer. I'll give you the Roosty trophy from last week.
Ooh, perfect. I've been dying to get one. That looks so good on the bar. Just saying. So in the $9,000 range, I'm definitely looking at Louis Oosthuizen. There's your boy Sungjae showing back up again.
Yeah, he got me last week, didn't he?
Oh boy, did he! Look at Siwoo Kim coming in at 9,000. Harris English at 9,300. Harris is just—he's like, I don't know. He wasn't all that. I don't want to say that. So I think Louis. I think Scotty Scheffler looks pretty good here. Both of those are going to be around 10% owned, give or take. And I don't know that there's really any fades there. Hideki T6 at Fortinet. We saw what English did at the Ryder Cup. Sungjae T31. I mean, who's complaining about T31? Dan, if
I am. T27 would have been better.
Yeah, well, Siwoo Kim T8 at Sanderson, T11 at Fortinet. I mean, talk about recent form. He did miss the cut at Northern Trust, but I mean, starting the 21-22 season, I mean, that's pretty damn good form coming in. I guess is Siwoo going to be able to make a putt? That's going to be the question, you know, coming in on bent grass. So, but I think Sungjae is probably a good play here. I mean, generally speaking, Sungjae, you're going to want to save him for somewhere where there's Bermuda greens, but I mean, he looks pretty, I mean, recent form, man, he looks pretty good. So
did Kokrak play here last year?
I didn't see him. But hold on, I'll check. Do you think he's driving that truck around?
I hope so.
I forget which tournament it was. Do you think he's driving
it was Colonial.
Oh yeah, Colonial. Yeah, we're in that tartan jacket, and I don't know, is Kokrak here this week? I didn't see him.
Yeah.
How much is he?
$8,700.
He's played here a bunch. Yeah, we'll get to him in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got some track history here. So who do you like? Who you fading in the 9,000 range?
Oh, 9,000. I'm sorry, you're still at 9,000. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like Louis. I like Scheffler. Those are just gimmies, right? You got to play those guys. Hideki showing some good signs at T6 at the Fortinet. That's strong. Hasn't played recently because of, you know, the Ryder Cup and all. So I like him.
I don't think you can go wrong.
You can't really go wrong. Sungjae kind of burned me last week a little bit, but maybe he played fine. Kevin Na, we talked about him. I mean, he had the cut at the Fortinet, but he's a Vegas guy. So, I'm probably going to go with a Vegas guy for my one and done this week, and he's in the running for it. Siwoo, T8 last week. How can you go wrong there? I mean, these guys are this is a strong lineup. I'm sorry. I think it went down too far. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it stops at Siwoo, but I'm like, man, you can probably just start in the 9,000 range. I think to be
I don't know who to fade up there. I guess I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you look at the rankings, right, in the model that we got set up, I mean, you've got Hideki that's ranked 30. You got Louis at 5, Scotty Scheffler at 27, which I find surprising. What's killing around the green and putting. No, I don't think I'm fading anybody up there. I mean, I think everybody's a solid play. If I'm picking two, I'm going Louis Oosthuizen, and believe it or not, I'm probably going to go Sungjae Im, man. I think that I think there's something there. So probably those two.
Yeah, I'm Louis and Scotty. I mean, they've been on fire. Yeah.
$8,000 range. There's Coke. So you ask about Kokrak. So Kokrak's tournament history here is so he missed the cut last year, T63, T66, T20, and 74. So, I mean,
not great.
Well, he's made 4 out of 5 cuts.
Yeah.
T20 was his best finish in the past 5 years. But I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad.
But he won next week last year.
Right. Yeah. And T11 at the Tour Championship, T15 at BMW. So I would say I would say that just coming off of last season, I'd say we've got a different Jason Kokrak than probably what we've seen over years past. So, that's one positive, I guess, to look at. Paul, we haven't talked about this. Do you think some of these European Ryder Cup guys, so just like with Sam Burns coming out and showing up and owning Sanderson Farms, do you think some of these European guys are going to come out and look to kind of put their stake back in the ground in some of these tournaments? Because this is the first time we're going to see a lot of these guys, if not all of these guys, since the Ryder Cup. So I'm kind of looking at this thing going like, shit, man, I don't know. I mean, are they going to be carrying a chip on their shoulder and bringing something?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it wasn't close.
Yeah, talk about a chicken shit answer. wrong tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. So out of the $8,000 range, Paul Casey ranks out the highest at number 6, or ranked 6 in.
Remember
in
Paul
model.
Casey? He didn't win. Didn't he not win a match at the?
I don't think he won a point.
Yeah.
I don't think he won a point.
Yeah.
And recent form, you've got T38 at BMW. I mean, can we even call this recent form? I guess it's as recent as we get for him, right? So, but T38, T64, T5, T15, T36. He did win. What did he win? He won was it the Dubai Open? Anyway, he did win. He did win a tournament in the race for Dubai. Corey Connors. I don't know. Who do you like in this? We're going to see Patrick Reed for the first time since the Tour Championship, showing up after having pneumonia. So I don't know, man. What's your take on the $8,000 range? Who you like? Who you sitting?
I like Kokrak and Adam Scott.
G'day,
Matthew
mate.
Wolf, and Matthew Wolf and Hoffman and Boyd Ryan. There's a lot of good guys here too. I just kept going. But
you just like them all, do you?
Well, I didn't pick Reed just because the recent form hasn't really been there. But yeah. He got sick. He got sick. I know.
He was almost dead. Of course, his recent form isn't going to be good. I mean, he's got to get him. He's got to get going again. He left the fucking hospital and drove to Atlanta, for crying out loud. I mean, that's got to be like an 18-hour trip. I know. Oh, hey, Dan, your recent form doesn't look good. You've got COVID and your blood sugar's high.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know what that comment means. His recent form. I mean, talk about kicking a guy while he's down. Good Lord.
That was not my intention. I'm just saying I got to make sure he's back.
Oh, recent form. It's like he lost a lung and yeah. Patrick, that was Dan that said that, not Cal. Dan said that, not Cal.
Hey, all I got to say is this show has gone downhill ever since you got COVID. Noted.
I feel like we should get some kind of stipend for that. Aren't they giving some kind of like business assistance for small businesses that get COVID related casualties, injuries?
I take back what I said about Patrick.
You damn well should. I can't wait till I can't wait until you get sick.
Exactly. All right. Well, who you fading in the $8,000 range?
I pretty much nobody.
Oh, just Patrick Reed.
only Patrick Reed.
Just kidding.
If I could get 8 times 6 to total 50, I would. I'd just pick in the $8,000 range and be fine. I mean, I would need to venture elsewhere.
I would tend to think Pat Reed's going to have a very good year this year, but I just think he's been through a lot lately. So hopefully, he just needs a little time of rest and to be back on his feet.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm fading Eric Van Rooyen. Rorian, Eric Rorian,
Oh my
EVR.
God. I'm not fading EVR.
Fading,
I am not fading EVR.
Those,
Why are you fading EVR?
well, because he wears those little skinny pants with the little cuffs at the bottom. And you know how bright that sun is in Vegas.
That's a good point. He's gonna get burned.
He's gonna get a burn. And can you imagine that little elastic band down there that's rubbing on there, and when you're moving and it's rubbing against that sunburn? I think he's gonna be annoyed by it. Definitely gonna be annoyed by those little pants rubbing on the burn. I don't know. I can't really fade anybody down here. I mean, if you just looked at like star power and you said, okay, who am I going to fade? So, oh, well, Tringali. Well, yeah, until you see T11 at Sanderson, T22 at Fortinet. And I mean, where's he struggling at off the tee? Ranks 15th in the model. I can't fade that guy. I can't fade anybody here. But what I can do is I can roll with a couple of folks. And God, I want to say Patrick Reed so bad. I don't know what we're going to get out of Patrick Reed either, just out of everything that's happening. I kind of do like Matt Wolff, T17 at Sanderson Farms.
Yeah.
He doesn't rank out well in the model here at 102, but I think that's, I think it's a bit skewed from the amount of time from what we've seen out of him and what's been going on. So I can't get away from him there. So I like Wolff, and I like throw another shrimp on the bobby.
I told you I liked him. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm there with you.
He missed the cut at the Northern Trust, but I mean, I feel like this is a place where, I mean, just hit it. All you got to do is hit it close, hit it close, and the putt did, and you'll, it's a, and actually he ranks out 6th in putting here. He's ranked 18th in this model. So I think Matt Wolff and Adam Scott are probably where I'm leaning. What's the numbers look like on these guys? So Adam Scott's projected at 10%. Wolff's projected at 15, so that may change my decision. Who's the lowest owned person? Pat's at 8, Patrick's at 8, Jason's at 7, Paul Casey at 7. Paul Casey could be kind of sneaky good. I think
that's kind of low for Kokrak here. I think it is.
That's 7%. Yeah. I mean, yeah, actually I do. So yeah, I mean, I think Casey, Kokrak, Scott, and Wolff is probably the way I'm leaning on this one. Neiman's coming in at about 15% owned. So there you have it. $7,000 range. Ooh, maybe I used him too early. Mito Pereira model. He's ranked number 2 in the model. Putting's what's going to hold him back. T31 at Sanderson Farms, which I was, Thursday and Friday, I'm like, shit, he may not make the cut. But third at the Fortinet. So I may get back on Mito, Maverick McNeely. I like here at 9% owned. Second at Fortinet, ranked 9th in the model. I think there's probably some action to be had there. Who else is here? Who might be, say sneaky good. He's going to be 10% owned. I wonder what we're going to see out of Russell Henley.
I know.
Because I don't know. I mean, you said Sam Burns, right? Last week going into Sanderson.
Yeah.
I think Russell Henley could be one of those guys that kind of, he's not really sneaking up on you at this point, but I think he could come from the middle of the pack and easily a T5 here. So
yeah, I do too.
Or top 5, but yeah, I like Henley. I'm going back to, I think Mito's going to be my guy, man. Mito might be my guy until he misses.
25% projected ownership, but yeah. Yeah.
And who else? Danny Willett coming off of a victory.
I know. Yeah.
I'm probably good in the 70. I don't know. Does Sahith Theegala, is he gonna come back with
I'm riding him. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Seamus Power, who missed the cut last week, but T31, T1.
Watch out for Leishman.
And Kisner's numbers don't look good here.
Leishman.
Leishman, sorry. I didn't, Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's 6% owned, and T4 at Fortinet. I mean, maybe that's probably not a bad play if you're getting if you're moving down that way. Taylor Gooch, T4 at Fortinet, off the tee, struggling a bit, but yeah, Leishman ranked 19th in putting, 45 and the 45th in the model. Yeah, that's probably a solid play here.
Yeah.
What did Ortiz miss? He missed the cut at Sanderson. We haven't seen Kisner since the BMW. I don't know. You think he's but won the Wyndham? Think he's going to be showing up with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder?
Yeah, definitely.
A bigger chip than usual.
Yeah, 100%. Zero projected ownership. That's rough, man. I'll take him.
Oh, kids.
I'll put him in a lineup.
0%. Yeah,
I'll get him to 1%.
I probably. Well, yeah. I'll double down there. How do you take Bucky Fowler at 6%? You got 0% for Kevin Kisner. Just absolutely doesn't make any sense to me. So the last time we saw Bucky was at the Wyndham.
Is Bucky buying tickets just like those actors do to bump up their numbers for the opening premiere? I think he is.
It's possible. It's possible.
he's buying DK tickets.
Well, he may have actually negotiated that into his contract.
Oh yeah, I got to be 10% owned.
So Puma is probably it's like that, that survey you got that says, hey, if you'll check this box, we'll send you a 10% coupon code for your new Puma kicks.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. So does Ricky Fowler make the cut this week?
Let's see. Missed the cut at the Wyndham. T34 at 3M, T53 at the Open, T32 at Rocket, missed the cut at Travelers. 26th in putting. I think he does.
The bet is.
I think he's a T30.
Okay. All right. I'm also going to say that he makes the cut. I don't know about T30.
What T between T30 and T40.
Yeah, I got you. I also think he makes the cut. So he would have been better.
He's been putting it better. Yeah,
he would have been better than most of the people that I had in mind.
You got the Ricky Vaughn glasses with the prescriptions in them now.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is he is getting close to having a kid, right? So
yeah. Well, I think that's probably why he's playing.
Ooh, that's right. Got to be able to pay for that.
Yeah. You got to pay for it, and it's going to be you're going to spend some time at home.
That's right. That's
right.
Oh, that's right.
You got at least probably 3 weeks he's going to be out. I mean, we may not see. I don't know when the baby is due. Congratulations, by the way. We wish you all the best.
Absolutely.
But we may not see much of Ricky Fowler in the remainder of the calendar year of 2021.
Yeah, this calendar. Yeah. Good point.
And by the way, those 500 points you earn at this event spend just like the other 500 you do at all others.
Exactly.
Let's see who else. Pat Perez, oddly enough, he's got a pretty good track record here. I think that I'm going to be leaning the Pat Perez direction. He did miss the cut last year, but you got a third and a T7. So Pat Perez is a Southwest guy. So I think that I don't know, man. How does Pat do? I just mentioned what his course history is here. He missed the cut at Fortinet. Well, that was like wine time. I mean, he was probably out drinking with the gold.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
T16 at Northern Trust, T11 missed a cut at the Deer, and T14 for the Rocket. I don't know. I mean, I might get on Pat here. He's putting pretty good. He ranks out 14th in this model, so I think that's probably a position that I want to put myself in. Who else in the $7,000 range, Dan?
What's Pat done here in the past? He's cut 3. Oh, he likes the place.
Yeah, it's a third, solo third, and a T7. So, yeah, I mean, it's all in all. I mean, it's good form here. So,
yep. Sink. I could get on Sink this week.
Ooh, this is totally his kind of course, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good in this model, but I mean, overall, I mean, in Tour Championship T26, you're going to get on Sink. So Patrick Reed, 25th at the Tour Championship. Stuart Sink, T26 at the Tour Championship. and you're going, you can get on sync, but no Patrick Reed for me. That's what you're saying.
I took it back. All I was saying is I don't know how he's feeling. Sometimes these things linger on. That's all I was saying.
So we are heading to Vegas, right? So Dan, I don't know if you play cards or not, but a card laid is a card played.
Ooh, okay. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'd tell you who I'm off is he's probably going to be like back to back.
You told me Patrick Reed almost died a month ago, and he's like, oh, he's good to go now. He's prime. He's in his prime.
I mean, if the man's in his prime, he's in his prime. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want back? Do I need to give you the definition of the word prime? I mean, I'm not talking about Amazon. Like I'm confused.
Chips
in.
I'm
confused here.
If you people listening are not excited about watching this weekend now, I don't know how you can get more excited than is Pat Reed going to do well or not?
Yes, he's going to do well.
Cal has completely amped this thing up.
Yes, he's going to do well. So I'm fading Laird this week. No offense, but we've past 3 tournaments. He's missed a cut. Numbers just don't look very good. 108th in the model. Putting is just pretty much horrendous. So I've got to fade our current tournament champion. Ian Poulter played. He showed up pretty good at the Ryder Cup. And once again, I think I'm probably going to have him at a few lineups. Henrik Norlander, shit. I don't even know where to go with this guy, man. I was so hot on him at the beginning of last season. And it didn't take me long to get to cool off on him. And now he comes in and sets up a T4 at Sanderson Farms. Once again, I could see this course setting up really well for him. So I don't know about Norlander. I don't know about Munoz. I think Munoz has missed back-to-back cuts. Well, I know he did because I actually played him at Fortnite. He was my avatar and didn't last very long. So yeah, I don't know where Munoz is and what's going on there. So fading him. Lucas Glover, maybe Lucas Glover if I need to get there. Ryan Moore, he'll be out his true linkswear kicks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Ches missed the cut at Sanderson. I'm probably going elsewhere. Who you like in the $6,000 range, Dan?
$6,000 range. I mean, I think, you think Higo's cooled off? I mean, that guy's been a competitor though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know about Higo. We haven't seen that much of him as of late. So it's been since the Northern Trust T64. So I think he had some personal issues there at St. Jude where he withdrew, missed a cut at the Open, T41 at Rocket. Yeah, I'm probably fading Higo here.
Then he played well last week.
Who did?
Denny McCarthy.
Yeah. I could go there.
Nick Watney. I mean, he played well again last week as well. That's a value there. I mean,
Nick Watney, man. Yeah. What have you done for me lately? Well, he ball struck his way around Sanderson Farms for a T2. That's what the hell he did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I may lean back on a little. I didn't have any Watney action on the Sanderson tournament, but I may go that direction. Keith Mitchell, man, that guy's just like so boom or bust, man. I don't really know. Probably looking elsewhere for him. Matt Kuchar, got a lot of missed cuts for Cooch. Probably not going to go in that direction either. We haven't seen our boy Higgs in a while.
Yeah.
Potentially you could see him kind of doing something here.
I say watch out for Nate Lashley as well.
Ranked 79th in the model, T17 at Sanderson, T16 at Fortnite. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Doc Watson Doc Redman actually, hell of a guitar player, by the way. If you haven't checked any of Doc Watson's music, you absolutely should. But Doc Redman kind of rebounds-ish, if you will, T56 at Sanderson. So made the weekend. We got a lot of missed cuts prior to that. So I don't know. How do you think Doc does in Vegas?
He's been struggling, man. He's been struggling. Yeah. I think I'd lean more towards Jimmy Walker.
T45 at Sanderson. Yeah, so that's possible. I may
T11
go
at T11 at 3M.
Yeah. I may go against the grain here, and I don't know what's happening with Hank Labiota. He ranks 8th in the model. He's ranked number 2 in putting. He's ranked 9th in total strokes gained. We got 3 missed cuts, a withdrawal, and a T8 at the John Deere. I may play a lot of people. Hold on. So you're telling me who were you talking about a minute ago that was 0?
Kisner.
Yeah. So Kevin Kisner is 0.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got Hank Labiota. That is where'd you go, Hank? He was at 8.5% is what I showed.
Yeah.
In the past 24 rounds. So I mean, I'm like going, and 3 missed cuts, a withdrawal, and it's like, really? That just seems kind of, yeah. Well, whatever. Who else?
I'll tell you what, Homeless Hubs is actually looking pretty good at $6,100. He's 8.9 projected ownership, T16 at Fortinet, and but if you look at the strokes gained, I think this is last like 24 rounds.
24, yeah.
Yeah, 27 shots gained total. Off the tee is where he's lagging at 95th. I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue here, but then approach 18th, around the green 36th, and putting 20th. Those numbers look good. They look real good.
Yeah, I mean, for $6,100, yeah, I'd say they look really good. So I could see that coming into play. Who is there? Anybody just down here in the basement that's like a have to?
Hermie.
Yeah,
the Pip winner.
Oh, by the way, did you see the announcement on the on the people that won the PIP, the player incentive program money? Player incentive plan money? Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it either. I was just wondering if you did.
I think that's what Brooksy told Bryson on the range at the Ryder Cup. Man, I told you I'd get you that $4 million.
Like, do you want the check or you just want the ACH that?
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is going to be a fun.
It's going to be a fun one. Yeah. Put me down. My one and done. Put me down for Pat Reed.
Pat Reed, you got him twice. Speaking of, who you want to build a lineup real quick or no?
Yeah, let's do one real quick.
All right, hold on. Let's see. As we speak, I mean, it doesn't get any more real than, I mean, this is going in the books. Gonna put money down. Oh no, is DraftKings down too? I mean, Instagram's been down, Facebook's been down. Has Twitter been down?
No, I don't think so. It's been a weird day on the internet. Yeah.
It's definitely been a weird day. Dixie hasn't been down, she said. Let's see. Oh no. It's a attack dog. All right. All right, where are we starting? I want to start in the $9,000 range. I want to start with Louis O. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think so.
You want to go, or do you want to go somebody in the $10,000 range?
I don't think we start there. If we can come back, we can come back. But I think we start somewhere.
All right, so Louis O. Let's see. You want to go somebody else in the 9,000, or you want to go down to 8? A lot of good stuff at the 8. There's so much happening here, man.
Get on to 8.
All right. Who you like? Patrick Reed.
He's probably gonna win now. You know that, right?
That's why I put money down on him.
You said you like Scott. Really, you like Scott and Wolf, right?
Yeah. I like both of those guys. Yeah. So Scott and Wolf. Let's go down to 7, and then we'll clean it back up.
Nato.
I mean, that dude's gonna pop, man.
Yeah,
he's gonna pop. I think so. I think we go Mito.
What do we got left?
Hold on. All right, Mito. We got 15, 7, and 2 players.
So much we got per player. It's like 7,500 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go Sahith.
Or we can go. You want to drop down to the 6,000?
Let's just drop 6 and then see if we can get somebody. You want to take?
Let's see. Who are you just talking about at 61? You want to take Hubs?
Let's take Hubs. Yeah. That should give us more cash. What we got left?
We got 9,600. So we can take Matsuyama, English, M, Gnaw.
If we could only get to 97, we could have a Scotty. Can you shave 100 off somewhere?
Yeah. All right. So you want to take Scheffler?
Yeah.
All right. So we got Scheffler. We need to peel back 100. I think it happens in I think we got you want to keep Adam Scott or Matt Wolff? Let's see what our options are right here. So Scott's at 84, Matt's at 82, 84, 82.
We could drop Scott and pick up Charlie Hoffman.
We could. I don't know.
You don't like that one though. Okay, that's fine.
I don't know about that. Hold on. We can drop Mito. Let's see who's in the $7,000 range.
Okay.
Mito, Streelman, Nav. We could drop. What do you think
pick up
about?
Gooch?
What do you think about Mito, dropping Mito and picking up Maverick?
Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, there you go. He's been on fire. T16 at the 3M, T18 at John Deere, second last week. Yeah, that's strong. 9th in the field, 10% projected ownership. 33rd in putting in this field. Yeah, I like it.
Mark it a 0, Donnie.
There you go. Mark it a 0.
All right, one and done.
One and done. You go first.
Damn it. I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, you want me to go first?
No, that's fine. So I'm torn. I'm so these mixed emotions I'm having. I really want to get the Tequila Man out of the way because he troubles me all season long if I don't get him in there because I'm like, where else am I going to put him? Yeah, give me the Tequila Man.
Okay.
But I so wanted to pick Louis here.
Ooh, yeah.
Nah, give me the Tequila Man.
You want to answer?
Yep.
Okay. I think I'll take Scheffler.
That ain't even remotely where you said you were going to go with this. It ain't even in the same boat.
Is it bad?
It ain't. No, it's not bad. We put him in a lineup. I hope the hell it's not bad. That ain't it. That dude, his name didn't even come up. His name did not even come up whatsoever. And by the way,
I love how pissed off you are.
This is not scripted. But my point is, but we do talk. I mean, it's like, hey, well, here's my, hey, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about that. Just so we know what we're going to talk about. And it's not organized, but at least it isn't like a total clusterfuck. Scotty Scheffler's name never came up one time, Dan. Didn't come up one time.
It's going to come up a lot next week because he's going to win.
Yeah, he's probably going to get food poisoning and alcohol poisoning. I mean, he's probably going to be like, "Oh, don't eat at Caesars. Don't eat at Caesars." And I not Little Caesars. Don't eat the buffet at Caesars. There's like a.
I just think he's got too much going for him. He was just on the Ryder Cup. He's been hitting the ball great, and I'm like, yeah, he's kind of hot right now. And it's the type of place he can clean up. He's a birdie maker, man. Think about what he did over at, what was it, BMW, or was it the Northern Trust last year that he shot the 59 or whatever it was. Yeah.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying his name never came up. Not one time.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Before you go, I was thinking about some things. Are you caught up on Ted Lasso?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, there might be one left. Yeah.
Yeah. God, shit, that's a good show. That is
Good show. I like it. I like this season. People are like, "Hey, is it as good as last year?" I like it. I like Ted Lasso.
I think it's equally as good.
Yeah.
There's nothing about it. It hasn't lost anything for me. From the characters, I think the storyline's still just as good. You know what I think it's going to lose me is when, and I don't know that I'm not privy to any information, but I can see it coming, is that Ted is going to go back to the States, and I thought they were setting it up with what do they call him, the Magic Kid? What do they call the assistant coach that filled in?
Oh.
Ted had the shits.
I forget his name.
It's like Magic Kid, I think is what they're calling.
Yeah.
So I almost saw it coming then when, Magic Kid, and Ted's going to be like, because this the psychiatrist is there.
Yep.
And it's gonna get back to the point to where there's something with the kid, and it's like, even though it's my ex-wife, I still call her the wife. And so I don't know if he's going to go back or if she's coming over. She and the kid are coming over, but that's going to happen at some point. And if we lose Ted Lasso, or I think if we get away from the soccer field and all those other characters, and we're introducing like a whole completely different set of characters, that's when it's going to lose me. That's going to be the one where I'm like, I can't put it together. It doesn't make sense to me. I think that could be the pitfall. That they could pull it off and do it very well, but I think that whole, like what kind of accent does he have? Like, is it like a Southern hillbilly twang? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But he's got it. It's definitely, it's not Northeastern. It's not California. It's like something like Southeast-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe Midwest, like South, like Texas or
South
something.
Midwest. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
But it's definitely in the lower lower right-hand quadrant of the United States. And I think that dry British humor that everybody has, I think that's what complements everything in that show so well. So once we lose that dynamic, I think it's going to get a little squirrely. So I don't know. All right, one more, maybe. I may have another one, but did you watch the what's it called? Boondock Saints, the new Boondock, the Saints of Newark.
Did the Sopranos thing?
Yeah, the Sopranos.
Yeah, not yet. No, tell me about it though.
Okay, so here's what I would say. I would say that if you were a diehard Sopranos person, then you'll appreciate the movie, because it's a movie. I think if you were a casual Sopranos fan, like hit or miss, and watched a few seasons here, watched a few episodes here and there, I don't think you're going to be disappointed by it. It may not make a whole lot of sense to you. It'll make sense in what it does, but I think without knowing all the backstory and who everybody is, I think you lose a lot of the context, not necessarily the content. I don't need to watch it again, but it was entertaining. I did like The Sopranos, so I knew the references, and it's got, you see Paulie Walnuts in there, and you see the consigliere, you got him rolling through there. So it made sense in what they were doing and what was happening. I just don't know that if you weren't really, if you weren't a fan, right? If you didn't know The Sopranos, it'll lose you a little bit, but still an equally entertaining movie. And holy shit, does Ray Liotta look bad? Good Lord, he looks bad.
Oof. All right. I'm planning on watching it this week, and then maybe we'll talk about it more next week.
Yeah. So, but it's good. It's. I mean, you watch The Sopranos, right? And you know that you got the story and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, as long as you know what's happening and you know who's there, you don't need to like go back and rewatch The Sopranos. But if you watched it, you got the gist of it. You'll be in good shape. And it's entertaining enough to take a sip of bourbon and just kind of relax and download for a little bit. So yeah, so good enough.
Cool, good deal.
Until then, Dan, I'll see you at the meet me at the third blackjack table on the left. I know. Just like we did last year.
Exactly. All right. Sounds good. Cheers.
Cheers.